Sup shooters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to an SP Reviews where today we have ourselves a track from an ex named Christian Stutzig titled Bacardi, and if we switch over to here we have ourselves a track on the screen and we're going to listen through it from start till finish and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go. Okay. Suburky kind of.
Oh yeah.
No filler, straight into it.
1, 2, 3, 4. We start into the summer, we party into the night. Bacardi, Coke, beach and sunshine. We start into the summer, we party into the night. Bacardi, Coke, beach and sunshine. Girls in bikinis, boys in shorts, sunscreen, cold drinks. Hot girls, party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. We dance like this, no tomorrow.
Okay, I want to pause. Not because I particularly feel it'll benefit your listening experience, but because I need to review this track. I like the fact that there are no real points where I can kind of pause and go, oh yeah, this is a clean break in between sections. Because there's clear transitions implemented by Christian Stutzig and everyone else involved to be able to get this track flowing. You've got the piano, then you've got the synth, then the bass, the drums, some other sort of synth parts, some other leads, the guitars, etc. Talking about a beach party with Bacardis is dope.
Party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. Dance like this, no tomorrow. Went to Santa, music from the speakers. People who dance and have fun.
I like the vocal style as well.
Yes, so it should be. Yes, so it should be.
Like quite a breathy vocal style with some interesting falsetto lifts there and a little bit of vocal fry occasionally. Compelling vocal melodies, I dig.
We start into the summer, we party into the night. Bacardi, Coke, beach and sunshine. Party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. We dance like this, no tomorrow. Party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. Dance like this, no tomorrow. Girls in bikinis, boys in shorts, sunscreen, cold drinks, and hot girls. Girls in bikinis, boys in shorts, sunscreen, cold drinks, and hot girls. Went to Santa, music from the speakers. People who dance and have fun. Party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. We dance like this, no tomorrow.
I mean, it's like very constant, isn't it, with a chord, no kicks and everything like that. If they haven't had a pause yet, it'd be nice to have an occasional pause just so that you can appreciate kind of things without the drums. You know, maybe have a few of the other instruments within the arrangement continue, maybe have the vocals continue, or just simply have the instruments by themselves.
Party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. Dance like this, no tomorrow. Party in Mallorca, party in Hawaii. Dance like this, no tomorrow. We start into the summer, we party into the night. Bacardi,
And the guitar is
Coke,
coming in and out. It's a nice shift.
sunshine. Girls in bikinis, boys in shorts, sunscreen, cold drinks, and hot girls. Girls in bikinis, boys in shorts, sunscreen, cold drinks, and hot girls. Went to Santa, music from the speakers. People who dance and have fun. Yes, so it should be. Yes, so it should be.
I mean, like, it's really palatable. It ends nicely. The guitar motif carrying us out. It's really nice. It's a nice track. Because this is the conclusion of my review of this track, Bacardi, the English version from Christian Stutzig. What I think this track is about, I think it's about people partying on beaches, drinking Bacardi and having a great time. It's about the aesthetic of the people involved, you know, boys in shorts, girls in bikinis, etc. That party summer vibe. I can only assume that this is kind of designed to kind of capitalize on the fact that in the Northern Hemisphere it is currently summer. So people are getting to that point after a couple of years of COVID. Even 2022 wasn't that bad, but 2023, people just want to go out and have fun. I get it. I get it. People want to go out and have adventures and do all that kind of stuff. So I think it's smart to make a song like this. I think it makes sense given the condition we're in, given the season that we're in. It's winter over here in New Zealand, so of course it's the opposite. People are staying the hell indoors because it's freezing outside and wet and miserable. So I can't necessarily personally relate to this, but in December, absolutely. But anyways, good times with the track. I think that it's well written. It's well sung. The singer's got a great tone of voice there. I like the vocal melodies we had there. I don't know whether we would have benefited by harmonies or not, like extra backing in the background, but I still think it's well done. There was a nice bit of vocal fry there occasionally to kind of add a bit of extra kind of like oomph and kind of presence to it. Nice bit of crispness to it, a crispy tone. And we handled our head and chest voice well, and the vocal technique was good. We kind of encapsulated, I think, what we're talking about in the song or the track of the story reasonably well. I don't really think we needed to do anything differently there. The track around the vocals, the structure itself, song irrespective outside of the connection between the story and the vocals, was good. I think that what we did well was we had a great quick development and stuff over 3 minutes 14. We got very, very quickly into the main crux, the main point of the song with, again, the piano starting us out. A kind of a staple of Christian stuff. We do have a lot of piano stuff, which is fine. It's also like the synths, the catchy kind of pugnacious kind of synths there, which were dope. I think as well, again, we had the bass, the drums, the guitars come in and out occasionally as layers of accent in the middle of some of the verse or chorus parts. I think that was great there. And other sort of synth parts that were kind of sort of like kind of glitter around the mid to high ranges. It was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable piece, and I think that we capitalized well on the theme of the story we were trying to tell there. The music sounded like we were going to party somewhere in like Ibiza or something like that. It was good fun. It was good times. I've not got any complaints about how it made me feel. The theme was upbeat and compelling and interesting, and it was enthusiastic, and I like that. I dig that. I want that from music I listen to. I want the music to make sense with the vocals and the story. I don't know whether I would have necessarily have liked more range in a track that was this long. We could have potentially had a different chord progression, like a bass line or piano harmony or something like that, and maybe like a line about, is it like an endless summer? Is that the kind of vibe we're going for? Is it more like an atmosphere for people to celebrate whilst they're there? I don't know if we would have necessarily benefited from going. We could have had like another like solo section with like one of the synths or another one of the lead instruments that was instantiated. You could have had like a guitar solo or like a saxophone solo would have been dope in here. These aren't criticisms. These are more just like suggestions because I'm doing a review and it's kind of my job to suggest stuff. But ultimately, I still think the track was reasonably compelling. It's literally just that when we got to that minute part, I think that we included everything we kind of wanted to. So the next 2 minutes were kind of stable with that theme. And I'm wondering, even if we took away and introduced instruments like the guitar, if we couldn't have added another lead sometime in the third half or the final third or something. But anyways, moving on from the structure of the track, which I don't think there was a note out of place. And I think that the kind of the A-B structure of the verse parts was good. It was easy to follow along to, great for listening. But it's just a recording, mixing, mastering, studio production. And all in all, I think that the quality of the audio engineering and production on Christian Stutzig's part has improved over the time I've been reviewing Christian. It was good at the start, but I think there's more polish as we've gone along. And I think that this could pass for a fairly decent kind of house track. I think that the vocals sound nice and crisp. I think that the other guitars, pianos, bass, and drums, and etc. are great. It's almost like I would want more of a unique tone to some of these elements here in order to really kind of make it Christian's own style, if that makes sense. Because when I listen to a track like this with a lot of conventional elements you normally associate with the genre, there's always a risk of it potentially being a detriment in the sense that, how do I identify this as a work specifically from Christian? I think almost like the piano aesthetic in the intro, kind of stepping away from a focus on the synths like a lot of other musicians within this style of music. I think that's actually a positive thing. So I think it's great that we build it on top of those harmonies there on the keys. I think that the vocals were nice and present again. The other instruments were leveled fairly well. I can't help but feeling as if the vocals were a little bit too forward in the mix. I'm wondering if you could have potentially made the vocals like a little bit wetter or something like that, just to help them kind of glue into the rest of it. But I think that also could potentially indicate that there was a substantial amount of dynamic range, which is actually a good thing. I do like when there is dynamic range to a recording, because otherwise things just sound too flat. Things were nice, and so they surrounded the headphones really effectively. I think that as well as that, we simply, the leveling, I've already mentioned the leveling. I've already mentioned the dynamic range. I think that finally it's just limiting compression. Things were nice and loud without pumping. I suppose it was fairly simple song for me to review in the nicest way possible. I don't understand how that could be taken the wrong way. It's often better if songs are easier to review. I think I understood the track in the first minute, and I think that's probably a positive thing, especially for a single or a first impression of Christian's work, because if you are in a position where you have to wait too long, you might not necessarily have the stamina or the patience for it. So I'm kind of glad that we got all that at the start. Good track. It does make me think of summer when I listen to it, Bacardi and everything like that, irrespective of the name. So thank you for watching this review of Christian Stutzig's track, Bacardi, the English version. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please go show him some love via his various social medias and his YouTube page, and stay cool and stay safe. And please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as either have more than ever thought of crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you in the next review. Spider Hands out.